Well, I interviewed Gina Conway, who's the co-defendant in the Max B murder case.
I saw that.
What'd you think?
Yeah, I like her. She seemed like a female that was betrayed, and now. But a lot of these young women, they be infatuated with our lifestyle.
True.
They be infatuated with the way we talk, walk, dress, and we put on the fake jewelry. We get the clothes. Not for real. That's what I just been doing it. Just I don't wear jewelry. I mean, I don't care for jewelry, but I do it just to play with the rappers and mock them because I know.
So you're saying the jewelry's fake?
Yeah.
So all the jewelry you're wearing is all fake?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all like Cuban zirconias?
Well, I paid $2,500 for this at Souls in New Orleans out in Chalmette.
Okay.
This is my logo for my background, so I just did. I said, okay, but eventually I'm gonna give it away to somebody that I like.
But those are not diamonds on it?
No.
Okay.
So don't try to ride me, y'all. And they got my name on the back, Gangsta. Now this one, I bought this here just to make fun of the people who been trying to troll me while being a snitch with the Snitches Get the Stitches. So I thought this was pretty, so I like that one. So I just got this. I paid like $80 for this pendant, you know? So, yeah, I just put this stuff on just to do it. But, yeah, I don't really care about the jewelry stuff. So a lot of people be faking it to make it.
It's funny, right? Because I just got my ears pierced yesterday, actually. And I'm going to get some diamond earrings. Mm-hmm. So I called up my jeweler, and I'm like, okay, how much, like, number one, what kind of earrings should I get? He's like, probably like for you, like 2 carats in each ear, right? Mm-hmm. I said, okay, cool. How much is that going to cost? You know, good quality earrings, $40,000 for both. Okay, so what if I go with the man-made diamonds, same size, $2,000?
That's too much. I found
38, and he said, you know, to the human eye, you cannot tell the difference.
You can't.
You'd have to put into a machine.
Or that little diamond tester thing, right?
Yeah, or the diamond tester. But even the diamond testers will even say it's the real thing. Because it actually is a real diamond, it's just made, you know, by a person.
Yeah, I had a guy who he left jewelry in my car for like a couple of months. I went in that little thing you lift up, and I'm looking in, I saw a box. I go in there, and these earrings, I said, oh, he left these, but it was like about 6-7 months he had left them in my car. I said, well, I'm gonna wear these. So I just found these in my car a few days ago, like a week ago. So I just put them in there.
But they belong to the other guy.
Yeah.
Well, if he wants them back, he can call
they
you.
was brand new. He didn't want them no more because I guess he had other jewelry, but he left these in there. I guess because he didn't like how they look. So I put them on, wore them, and I saw this female. I was by this female. She said, I don't like them. I said, you know. I said, why? She said, I just don't like it. I said, well, I like it. She said, well, I got to keep looking at them. I said, well, close your eyes. Yeah, she said she ain't like them. But, yeah, man, I'm not, even if I had the money to do it, I would never spend 40, 50 to 100,000 on jewelry.
Yeah, you know, you say that now until 40 or 50,000 doesn't make a difference.
No, let me tell you why it's going to make a difference for me.
Say it now.
Let me tell you why it's going to make a difference for me, Vlad. Okay. But then you got to keep in mind, I come up in drug money, so I've always had a chance to have that. But the thing is, I look at once all my other money run out, because I've seen how I've been running through money now, and I'm not a millionaire. So I see how these millionaires run out of money. So now when you spending all this money for the jewelry, somebody rob you, or one of them girls or somebody steal it from you in a hotel.
Okay, well, this is why you get insurance.
Man, anybody knows about all that.
All my watches are insured.
Vlad, that's different with you. You got a whole brand.
Brand or no brand, you can insure your jewelry.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
And when they get stolen, you file a police report, and you take it to the insurance company, and you have an appraisal, and they'll give you most of what you paid for it. So if you have $40,000 earrings, what they'll probably do is actually replace those earrings. They'll give you another set of earrings that are the same clarity, same size, and so forth. If it's something that can't really be replaced, they'll give you, let's say, 85% of the money. So if you have a $100,000 custom chain, they'll give you $85,000. So it's not a total loss.
Now listen, Vlad, the average guy buying jewelry don't think like how you think.
Well, they should,
but they don't. We can't go off sure. We got to go off what they're doing, Vlad.
Right, listen, but everything I have is, I have gold chains. I don't insure those. They're worth a few $1,000s. It's not worth it to keep.
Why you don't insure those? They could be, a
couple $1,000s. I worry more about the big ticket items.
Yeah.
If I lose a couple thousand, I'm not going to cry about it. If I lose, my Richard Mille watch, I'm going to cry about it.
Look at that, man. It's right. I'm just not going to do it. I would prefer to invest in land or get me some houses to rent out me.
Well, yeah, but that's
versus that.
because you're choosing one over the other. What if you have land and houses and all types of stocks and, you're flying private and spending $40,000 because you have $40 million in the bank, $40,000 ain't shit.
You a millionaire, right, Vlad?
Yeah.
Okay, then. That's why you in two different tax brackets.
Right,
so
but what I'm saying is
at some
point, like, look, I used to say this, right? I used to say, I'm never flying first class, no matter how much money I have. It's a waste of money. You get into the same location, takes the same amount of time. The ticket costs 5 times as much. This is stupid. I'm never going to do it. I flew first class for the first time, and I said, I'm never flying coach for the rest of my life.
Man.
And since that time, I swear to God, this has been about 15 years, I have not flown coach. In fact, if there's no first class ticket, I'll cancel the whole trip. I swear to God. Because I realized that my comfort is worth a certain amount of money. I like to arrive where I want to be, well rested.
Right.
A lot of times I'll take a night flight and I'll sleep, the lie flat beds. I'll sleep on the flight. I get up, I'm rested, I'm cool. Man, an all night flight and coach in the middle seat in the back, you show up fucked up.
I would say this. I love Spirit, right?
I will not fly Spirit.
I love Spirit.
I will not fly Spirit.
Let me tell everybody who listening. Go online and see how much the ticket costs. Then go to the airport. It's cheaper. Now, when I got on Delta to come here, they got the TV on. I said, man, what? I said, oh, boy, I like Delta. Well, I'm going to start flying. I said, no, slow down, Gangsta. Go back to your Spirit. It's cheaper. It's going to get you there. Because it is.
Will it get you there?
Yeah, it's going to get you there. Let me just say this. One thing we know for a fact, Vlad, go do your research. It's been known, we've seen Delta, American Airlines, all them planes hit the ground. We ain't never seen a Spirit hit the ground.
Spirit is like the one airline that's never gone down.
And it's cheaper.
That's because sometimes they don't even leave.
Yeah, they'll tell you time
After
out.
a 6-hour delay.
Yeah, so I love Spirit.
And let me tell you, I feel like Spirit is the Waffle House of the skies.
Okay, listen, I agree with that.
You see more fights in the Spirit lobby than any other airline combined.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah, no.
Am I right? Just like when you go to Waffle House after the club, I've seen at least 3 fights at Waffle House, and I've only been, to a handful,
So they got Waffle House out here?
No, they don't.
Yeah, Roscoe, right?
No, they got Roscoe's out here. Roscoe's cool. I mean, rest in peace. PNB Rock, he got killed at Roscoe's, but it was the Roscoe's in South Central, which is East LA. There's one in Hollywood that's in a residential area. It's nice and safe.
Okay.
But yeah, in general, Roscoe's is cool. But Waffle House seems like there's always fights at Waffle House. I've seen like 3.
I love my Spirit, Vlad. That's what I like.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with Spirit. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not doing Spirit. I think I may have flown one time in my life. I said, I'm not doing this again. I don't like Southwest either. The fact that you don't have a seat. It's like a first come, first serve.
Yeah, that's
that shit gets on my nerves. And I remember I bought the most expensive ticket, right? I'm like, okay, I'm in the first. I didn't realize there was no, there was no actual seats. But I'm like, okay, I paid for the most expensive one, so I'm getting on first. So they're like, okay, anyone boarding with disabilities, board first. Man, them motherfuckers rushed the disability section. By the time I got on, I was in the middle. So this is the bullshit. I said, why am I way back here? They're like, well, the people with disabilities, they took all the good seats. These motherfuckers probably bought the cheapest tickets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I love.
Faked a limp and walked into there.
That's right. Give me a wheelchair. Bring me in. Yeah, man, that's how I did it.
That's the hustle.
Yeah, and like I said, you're going to get where you got to go. So I ride anybody, though, for real, but I got to go with the cheapest, though. I got to go with the cheapest for that. I got to.